What's up, everybody? It's John here. Just decided to do a little day hike today out at Hillsborough River State Park. I'm going solo today. My buddy Rocket in the back seat. It's just going to be me and Rocket hitting up the trails. It's been a while since we've been to this park. Alright, so here's the park map here. I'm parked here at parking lot 2. I'm going to do part of the Rapids Trail. It's only a short 1.2 miles. It's pretty scenic, so I'm going to do that. They have like a little river rapids on the river, and they have a suspension bridge somewhere around here. So I'm going to hit those up, and then the main goal today is to do the Seminole Trail, which is this big 3.2 mile loop here. So we'll see if I get to it all today, and I'll get back to you guys when I get on the trail. Alright, so I've made it down to the river rapids here. Haven't really been hiking too long, maybe 5-10 minutes. This is the section of the Hillsborough River. Runs through Hillsborough County here in beautiful FLA. I'm gonna wander on down to the river. There's a little pavilion here where you can sit and chill. I'm gonna wander down here and see what there is to see. A lot of cypress ends down here, a lot of limestone formations. A cool little spot down here. Serene, peaceful. It's kind of chilly out today. It's about it's a good 60 some odd degrees. I'm freezing in the shade. I got goosebumps. Speaking of being cold, sorry, I gotta hold on to Rocket because they're really strict with the leash laws. I found this guy sunning himself on the bank. Little baby gator, right about there. Little baby gator. He's warming up in the sun on this chilly, chilly day. Alright, so here we are on top of the famous suspension bridge of the Hillsborough River. There's the entrance of it. Hangs kind of high in the trees. There's a little bit of rapids over there and some open river. It's beautiful up here. It's about, I'd say it's about 30-40 feet up. A lot of wildlife out here, crystal clear water, which you don't see too much in this area. It's nice, peaceful. So I made my way here. I think I'm going to do part of the Florida Trail here. It says it's about a 3.4 mile hike in this direction. So I am right about here where it splits off. So I'm going to take a left. I think I'm going to make it out to the primitive campground here, check it out, and then I might, it looks about, maybe it might be halfway. I may decide to turn around and come back, or I may just finish out the loop, just depending. So that's where I'm at right now. Kind of a big Florida trail. On here it says it's the Seminole Trail, which is the 3.2 mile loop, but I guess it's called the Florida Trail. So this trail here is marked with these yellow blazes. So as long as I stay on the yellow blazes, I'll be good. So just kind of wanted to give you guys an update about what's been going on with the Florida Adventurers family here. The reason I'm out here today is because I'm on my modified spring break. I'm in, just finished my 3rd semester of nursing school. I've got about 2 or 3 more to go. So I got about 3 weeks off, and it's just a beautiful day out, so I figured I'd come out here. Phil and Nikki just got hitched last weekend, so congrats guys. They're on their mini moon in St. Augustine, the oldest city in Florida. So it looks like they're having a good time. We've been keeping up with them and looking at their pictures on the Instagram and the Facebooks. And Adrian and his wife Jordan are getting ready to move apartments this upcoming week. So I have free time, they don't. So that's why I'm kind of out here by myself. Just gorgeous out here today though, just to kind of get out in the middle of nowheres, except I've seen a lot of people at this park, so it's not too secluded. But hopefully there is nothing going on back in the primitive sites here to where I'm heading. I brought a little bit of lunch with me and some trail coffee, so I'll update you guys when I get a little bit closer to the primitive site. Should be about half an hour or so, but for you guys in YouTube land, it should be about a couple seconds. So I had to stop for a second to get this thing on video. It's kind of small frame of reference, but this thing is a freaking monster. The big old oak tree. Got some big old knobby knees on the roots here. See if I'll let Rocket go so you can get a size reference. It's huge. Alright, so I've reached the trail marked for the primitive campsites. Sorry, there was just two people just awkwardly standing by the sign when I went over there, so I didn't really feel the need to talk about anything. But this is a 0.1 mile trail out to the sites. This is marked by blue blazes. Alright, so there seems to be quite a few people camping out here. There's 4 sites, sites A, B, C, and D. If you go down this way here, sites C and D, down that way, it looks like there's people. And if you follow this trail around that way, site B, and I think I found this site here, site A. There's no sign for it, but I see a little fire ring here. I might post up here for just a couple minutes and do myself a little hike and lunch, a little trail lunch. Alright, so I just stopped at one of these primitive campsites to have some lunch. I had a sandwich thin with peanut butter, a little Nutri-Grain bar, some almonds, and I'm about to cook me up some Medagliadoro instant coffee, espresso, and my GSI. Alright, so those of you that have been keeping up with the channel know that I've been using this Imusa pot. I made a couple modifications to it since the last video. Instead of having a paracord lid handle, it started getting a little wet and soggy every time I would boil water. So what I did was I just took that out and put a plastic zip tie through the lid. Works great, dries off pretty easily, and it doesn't absorb any water. And I also added I ordered some fiberglass wick off of eBay. It was about $5 or $6 for I think around 8 to 10 feet of this stuff. So I wicked the handle. That way I'm easily able to pull the pot that's really hot off the stove. So those are a couple modifications I made. I think the final weight came in at around 3.3 ounces is the final weight for this pot. So I'm about to boil me up some water, cook some coffee. Packed up from lunch, taking my coffee to go, a little trail map. Going to be heading back towards the trailhead here, get back to the car and call it a day. I think it's about a mile, maybe just a little over a mile back to the start of the trail here. So I'll tell you what though, those primitive sites are really nice. They're kind of secluded in the way back, and you know, they're spread out, but we've been here a couple years ago, and we checked them out during the summertime, and this area floods like crazy in the summer because it basically rains pretty much every single day. It's like a mosquito breeding ground back there, so if you're going to camp here, I recommend doing it wintertime up until probably, I don't know, April, May, and then I wouldn't touch it. There's just really no close water source back here to the primitive sites unless you want to hike a good mile and a half to get your water to come back, which some people won't mind. If I had to do it, it'd be all right. But those are my thoughts on the site. Pretty cool little area back there. I didn't get to go all the way back to see all the sites because I don't want to walk through people's campsites. So we're there. Exits out this way, almost done with the trail. That hike back was absolutely nothing. Like I said a million times, Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for coming along with us today. Had a lot of fun today. Rocket, did you have fun? Rocket Man, did you have fun? Yeah? Okay. So as we approach the end of the trail here, I just want to say thanks for coming along. Really appreciate the support you guys give us, and we will see you on the next one.